Well, at least you're not using your phone today.
Yeah, well, yeah, no. I finally got it through. I figured everything out.
Okay, that's good. So you're ready to do something.
Tomorrow is our last lab, right?
Yeah, unfortunately. I know you guys are tired of seeing me. You want to get rid of me, but that's okay. Students do that a lot. Oh. Anyway, so I'm looking for my printout. Oh, here it is. So we're doing acid-base standardization 6-15. Okay, it's basically following the same type of story. When you open to the that particular lab, acid-base standardization, it will open to the titration lab. And if you've gone that far, looking at number 2 of the worksheet, it says you're gonna see the burette, and the burette with the stopcock on horizontal means it is locked, it's not flowing. Okay, this is the zoom for the burette, the pH reading, and the conductivity reading, and the map, the plot of pH, volume, and conductivity.
Can you restate? Sorry. Can you restate the steps really quick? Because it was blurring out for me. I have it open though.
Sharing the screen, Professor?
Yeah.
Like we can't see it. All we see is you.
Oh, okay. Okay. So you don't have. All right. So let me put it on. What do they call that thing? All right, so the acid-base no, this is not it. This is the one from yesterday. Acid-base standardization.
Yes, for that, and just share the screen.
Okay, so can you see my Can you see my screen?
Yes, now we can.
All right, so this is the burette. When the stopcock is horizontal, it means it is closed and nothing is flowing. This is the so-called burette zoom, where you can see the readings and the pH readings and the conductivity readings. This pH reading is the one that you care about. Okay, so this is what you're starting with, and then you go into instruction number 2. It says click on the lab book, which is there. It opens into the note-taking. Okay, and then it says click the beaker drawer, and you see the beaker there. You pick up one, and you place it. When you pick up one, there is a lighting, and you place it by the reagent bottle. Okay.
But that's with the lab book closed or open?
You're not talking about when you click on the lab book open, it opens, and when you click on something else, it goes away. But in its mind, it is still open.
Okay.
All right. So after that, then it says click on the balance area anywhere around here, and it will bring it to zoom. All right. And so now it says for you to open the bottle of potassium hydrogen phthalate, which is this
You
one
see
here.
it?
Open it and you put away the cover. You pick up this particular spatula. Okay, the next thing it's gonna say you is to drag the beaker to
Yes.
the balance. And when you do that, it says you tie it, and then you pick up the scoop.
Does it
And
matter which beaker you grab, or do you have to grab a specific one?
just in the beaker, you see when you open that beaker drawer, there's one that is sitting up. You just pick up that one.
Okay.
It doesn't matter which one. In fact, they're all the same size if you look closer. All right, you look at this reagent bottle, which is the potassium hydrogen phthalate, which you have opened. You see that there are some gradations of the amount of substance on the scoop. So if you grab the scoop and take it over there and gradually bring it down here, depending on your manual dexterity, should pick up some samples. The lower you go, the more it picks up. And then you take it to the beaker. If you let go, if you picked up something, the substance should drop in the beaker and you can see the weight. And you said you should keep doing that until you get approximately 2 grams, which means it could be 1.8, 1.9, 2.0, 2.1, 2.3, as long as you know what you got.
And that's what would be on the actual, what is it, the scale, right?
That is what should be in the beaker.
Okay, okay.
All right, so it says record the mass of the sample in the data table in the following page and return to the lab. And what you do, when you do that, that data is already recorded in the lab book. And then you zoom out into the lab. And when you do that, it says you drag the beaker to the sink. And once you place it here, some water will start running into it. You do not fill it up. Maybe 0.5, half an inch deep, you bring it out and you add the phenolphthalein to it and you place it, you put in the pH probe and then you add the phenolphthalein and you open this and you start the titration. And yesterday the pH was going down. Today the pH will be going up. So it says for you to go to pH of 12. Okay, when you get to pH of 12, this is what is the instruction it gave you in number 4, the second paragraph. After that, you copy the data and it says for you to do it again, okay? Repeat at least 2 additional times. In titrations, you usually must do at least 2 titrations of the substance. But now it's saying for you to do it at least 2 additional times.
Okay, so when you actually fill it with the water by the sink, do you fill it in the beaker and do you replace
I-
the beaker every time you do the testing?
You don't even need to do anything. I say for you to add water to at least half an inch deep. Don't fill it up.
But that's what I mean. You want us to add the water into the beaker, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. All right. So now by then you should have been able to. Then I'm just going to do this. When you open, can you see my cursor? If you open the big thing, it runs. If I put it that way, it stops. Okay. And once you finish that thing and you want to do it over again, it fills the burette by itself. So you don't even need to worry about that. The way he said it is as if you're going to do something with the sodium hydroxide in there. You don't do that. It does it by itself. So you do one experiment, one titration, you get to pH of 12, you do it again, you get to pH of 12, you do it again, you get to pH of 12. Some groups or some students did 5 titrations in the morning, which is really, it's probably going to be about 10 to 15 minutes of operation per titration. So what you're going to do if you want to get to know what you're doing, just try it first time. If you mess it up, you click on the exit and log yourself inside again, and everything will be normalized, and you start over. Okay? So again, the whole operation might be maybe 30 minutes to 45 minutes. If you finish earlier than that, you can log out. If you can't finish, you got to finish by, I think it's 6:25. All right. So let's get started.
I have a question.
Yeah.
When you add the what is it? The phenol. How do you say it properly?
But no, I won't tell you how you say you are the chemist. You tell me what you want.
Phenol.
Phenolphthalein, I think. Maybe.
Did you figure it out?
Yes.
All right. Now my ears are wide open.
I was wondering, when you add it, does it show you a specific
No,
thing that
it doesn't show you anything.
Okay, because I pressed it and I just didn't see a difference in anything. So
There'll be no difference because once you click on that phenolphthalein bottle, you're gonna see the medicine dropper. You just take it to the beaker, and it puts it there automatically. It doesn't, phenolphthalein doesn't change color until you come to the equivalent point.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Yeah.
And also on the the chart, are we supposed to see a difference? Because I know on the sheet, the worksheet, it says the blue line.
Yeah, you're supposed to see your eyes cannot differentiate when the 7 is going to 12, but the computer is doing that. So when you hit the stop and go to the lab book, you will see the data just like you saw yesterday, and there'll be differences.
Okay, because I did it already and I didn't see anything. But I'll try again.
Okay. Well, if you didn't see anything, it means, remember in one of these, in that instruction, it says the burette will be filled with sodium hydroxide. Click the save. You gotta click the save on the burette zoom view.
Yeah, I did that, but I'm gonna
Okay,
try again just to.
Okay, so when you click on that save, then the save will change to stop before you start titrating.
Dang it, Professor.
Yeah.
I can see how to pick it up, but how do you actually get it to scoop the powder out?
Okay, I'll read the instruction for you. It says, pick up the scoop.
Yeah.
And scoop out some sample by first dragging the scoop to the mouth of the bottle and then pulling the scoop down the face of the bottle.
Okay, I see.
If you look at the face of the bottle, it shows you the quantities of scoop.
Okay.
Okay, it has to be gradual. You don't rush it.
Right. Okay, and the goal is to get it to 2 grams, right?
Yeah, at least 2 grams, anywhere from 1.8 to 2.1.
Okay.
That scooping that thing, I had to try it a couple of times, in fact, several times before I was able to convince it to obey me.
Yeah, that's what I'm noticing. I got 2.47.
Okay, so that's enough.
Okay. Do I have to do it over or that's okay?
No, it's okay because there's nothing to do it over. You're going to start afresh. So it's already recorded that particular weight for you.
Okay.
So just go to the next step.
Okay.
Professor, I have a question.
Uh-huh.
So I put the Pentaline, that dropper thing in there, and then I was looking at the instruction. It says the nozzle, so I kind of twist that one, and the water start flowing. Then it says to stop it when the color change. I don't see any reaction to the water, so I just like stop the water from flowing from the beaker, and then I'm not sure what to do.
From the beaker or from the faucet?
No, not from the faucet. So from I put it from the weighing with this long metal. I forgot what it's called, and then I twist the orange thing.
What is the long metal called?
Let me click that one. I think it's called the open bird window.
Okay, okay.
Sorry, that's I mean, and it has a nozzle that which I open there and the water start flowing or thickening. It depends on like how open you adjust the nozzle, I think.
Okay, there are two. The adding water to the beaker, you don't do anything other than just place the beaker under the faucet and just make it about half an inch deep.
No, I got that one from the faucet, but then after placing it to I forgot what this called. I think
under the burette.
Yeah, I think it's the one with the red light, the one that's rolling. So I put it there. It's rolling in there. It's like steering. So there's a part in the instruction says about that orange something that I have to the horizontal position of the orange handle is off. So I kind of messed with it. So then it started flowing some water into the beaker. I don't know if I'm supposed to do that.
What is in the burette is the sodium hydroxide. So when you grab that orange horizontal thing and put it vertical like this, it flows fast.
Yeah.
You can reduce it by making it halfway, and if it goes that way, it completely stops. But the steering will still be going on.
Yeah.
And when that thing is flowing, you look at the pH reading, it should be going up. Your first attempt might be very rough or shaky, but after you've done the first one, the second one and third one or the fifth one should be smooth because now you know what you're doing.
Okay, so now once we do fill the beaker,
you're always talking about filling the beaker. You're not filling the beaker. You're just adding water to it. Did you fill the beaker?
Yes.
I said, do not fill it, just about half an inch.
I didn't fill it with water. I filled it with the powder, the actual stuff that we had to add into it.
Okay, so did you get to pH of 12?
It's 7.01. Do I keep just adding the powder?
Yeah. Okay. It says for you to stop when it gets to 12.
No, you're not doing it right. Chanel, you're not filling the powder to 12. You're filling it to 2.
Oh, okay. Well,
which one was she filling?
I filled it to 1.9474.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Okay. So with that weight, you go to the faucet and add water about half an inch deep, and you bring it back to the steering plate. Did you do that before you start adding the sodium hydroxide from the burette? So far, what did you do, Chanel?
I just added some of the water. I don't know how much I added, but
don't know. You wouldn't know. Just that's why I'm using depth as an example.
Okay. So for the depth, then Just putting it to where it's about a third, like less than half of the beaker. It's okay.
No, about 0.5 inches deep.
Okay.
Do you
Okay.
remember the amount of liquid in the beaker from yesterday?
Not too much, no.
Oh, anyway, so if you do remember the yellow liquid in the beaker, just that depth, that amount is sufficient to do what you're supposed to do.
Okay.
Professor,
Oh, I remember it now. Okay.
Professor, as I put the pH meter probe to the beaker, right? And it's in there.
Yeah.
It's doing
Uh-huh.
the thing. And then I add the phenolin as the indicator. What is the phenolin?
Phenolphthalein.
Phenolphthalein?
Phenolphthalein.
Phenolphthalein.
Yeah.
Okay. What is that as the indicator? What is, I think that's my,
That is the indicator that will change.
hold on, let me bring you.
It will change color when you get to that pH of 12.
Oh, once you add the Na,
Yeah.
OH?
NaOH, sodium hydroxide.
Okay.
An indicator is a substance that changes color when an acid is neutralized by a base.
Okay. But I did put the right probe, that tall probe right here in the blue rack.
Yeah, there are two probes there. One is the pH probe, the other one is the conductivity probe. You don't need the conductivity probe.
It's the pH probe. Okay, I just want to make sure because the first time I did it wrong. Okay.
Okay, if for some reason it's not letting you grab the beaker again, and this is like the third time I'm doing it, it's not letting me.
Yeah, that is because we have kept clicking it and now it is confused. So what you're gonna do is to basically start afresh, and you click on the exit sign on the lab bench,
Right.
and then go back to it from the biolab beyond lab list.
Okay.
And I think that is usually the fastest thing to do than to try and say, okay, I will pour away the beaker in the west container, which is way down there. Just if you made a mistake and you can't proceed and the thing won't listen to you anymore, just get out and come in again.
Yeah. It's just weird because it let me put it on a different scale, but it's not letting me put it back in the balance.
Yes, that is what I'm saying. That if it doesn't let you do something that is sequential, then just start.
Put it back where on one of the lights. Like when you click it, it should there should be like a little shadow light next to the other thing, and then zoom in and then grab it.
Yeah, actually, it called it a light.
Yeah, no, it's because it's not lighting up in the balance. That's why I don't know.
That is why you should get out and come back in.
Put it on the light first, and then zoom in. Press the balance, zoom in, and then it'll be right next to the solution that's we put inside of it. And then you grab the beaker and then put it on the balance thing.
Oh, okay. Yes, that works. Thank you so much.
Okay, Shana, what that means is you're not reading the instruction.
No, I am. I have it in front of me and everything. Like I'm reading it.
The whole thing goes very well. The only time I've had a problem to go back and start again is when I'm adding the KHP. Sometimes it doesn't agree to pick up for me. And if I click so many times, then it doesn't do anything. Then I start over.
I think I have to start over, Professor, because when I was putting the NaOH, it was no color change on there, so I might have to start over because I used all the solution.
Okay,
And it went to 12.44.
that's way over.
Yeah, so I have to start all the way over.
Okay, now
So-
you know the operation you've done, that we are good. Just do it. And by the time you get to the third trial and everything, it will be like just a piece of cake, which you wouldn't eat anyway.
Wait, say it one more time. I'm sorry.
By the time you go to the third trial, it will be so easy, it will be like eating a piece of cake.
Okay, well I have to do it over. So
Yeah.
I can't record this one. I have to do it over, huh?
Well, did you hit stop when you kept going? Did you hit stop even after you passed the 12?
No, I should have hit stop.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you hit stop, it should have given you data on the notebook.
Oh, dang. Okay, I get what you're saying. That would
Yeah,
have been a faster way. Okay, so I have to exit and do it all over then.
yeah.
Ah,
Remember, when everything is ready to go, you first of all hit save on the burette,
mhm.
and then when you start running, when you get to 12, that place that says save will become stop, and you hit the stop.
Right. Okay. It's better to hit stop than stop the thing on the I forgot what that thing was called. To stop the flow of the barrette. So
Yeah.
if I hit the stop at 12, it will stop the recording of it, right?
If you hit the stop at 12, yes, it will stop.
Okay. Okay, I'll do that then. Oops. Dang it, that's a lot to do over.
It's
It
fun,
is.
isn't it?
Sort of, like kind of, and then it's frustrating.
It is, for the first time, I think it's more frustrating than fun. But
Right.
when you get it going, it becomes fun and you want to do it over and over and over, even if
I,
you don't need to.
I don't think that's not what I'm gonna do, but I'm just gonna try my best and finish it. So therefore,
Oh,
oh my God, I gotta do it over again. Okay, I have to focus. Bye bye now.
yeah, focus, please.
Oh.
Okay, Professor. So I've done this like 10 times already, and it's still not in my lab book, even though I press save, I press stop, and all I have that's in my lab book is like a small chart that says volume, pH, and conductivity. And there's 0, and then my pH is 7, and then my conductivity is 0. And those are the only numbers that I have that's saved. I don't know if that's correct or incorrect.
That is not correct.
Okay. I've done this like 10 times already. I'm still getting the same exact stuff.
I have
Uh,
this thing.
You're on a roll. So now maybe you're gonna roll, not be on a roll slower. Because I see that the only time I get that type of reading or no reading is when I didn't click save before opening the direct, and then not clicking the stop before opening the book.
Okay. Well, I did all of those things and I made sure I did them several times before I asked you again, and it's still not doing it. So I guess I'll keep trying until the class is over.
It will. It will.
Okay. Well, I've done it many times.
Gone. Like for me, like I said, picking up the scoop and scooping out the thing. Sometimes I tried it perhaps 10 or 12 times before I was able to really start picking up something. But the first time I was only able to pick up 0.4 grams. Then I went again. And so that's not human being, you know. And it is not listening to you. It is only obeying what you did, what you are doing, and not what you are saying.
Okay.
So even if I tell you, you know, if I don't have any suggestions for you other than what I have told you, the problem that I went and how I overcame it.
At Ralph's, we give you more ways to.
Professor, so are you supposed to add the sodium hydroxide after you add the phenolphthalein?
Yeah, actually the machine or the computer adds it for you. And if you have to do it, all that it does is you go in there, it will be lighted up, and you take it and put it over there, and it fills.
Oh, okay, so you're supposed to fill it and then do the stopcock.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, Professor.
Yeah.
So once we do get all five readings, if the max one that it reaches is 1.8905, is that close to 2, or do I have to keep doing?
Just like I said, anywhere from 1.8 to 2.1.
Okay.
Because if you keep, if you keep trying to make it 2.0, you will see that your wrist will start hurting.
Okay.
I have so much to show you today. Hold on to your hat. And it's gonna be a
Okay, Professor.
Yeah.
Again, I'm sorry about this, but we're supposed to do the powder that's in the bottle. We have to do the the sodium hydroxide liquid, and there's a third one.
There is no solid one. You don't do any solid one.
No, I'm just trying to figure out exactly what I'm supposed to be testing. And I know it's supposed to be the powder given, I believe the sodium hydroxide.
That is the solution that goes into the burette.
Okay.
So you pretend you are filling it in the burette. You pick it up and go to the burette, and you can see something pouring there, and the bottle comes back.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Professor, I have a question.
Yeah.
You know, after like I think I'm on number 4. Yeah, number 4. I opened the lab book, and it had the recording in the lab book. So when I pressed on it, the volume says 0.00. The pH was like 4.00, and the conductivity was 0.00. That seem right?
You should have some other values.
Oh no, I gotta do it all over again.
Just have one reading.
Yeah, just the pH reading.
Okay, what was your pH?
4.00.
pH should be 12.
Oh wow.
Because it is going up. What if you have anything below 7, then you're going the wrong direction.
Okay. I have to start all over.
That's what mine was doing too, but it wasn't doing anything. Even though I was getting to 12 on the pH meter, it wasn't
Yeah, I was.
safe to 12.
Yeah,
Mine
I got to
was doing it
12.
over and over again.
Dang, that's a lot of work to, go over and over. Okay. It's like my 6th time doing it over.
And each time it gives you 4 points.
Well, I don't know each time. This was my first time getting to number 4. I didn't get past number 4.
It's given me 7 or 4, and I kid you not, I've done it 15 times now.
Oh,
Is
wow.
there a way that you can demonstrate? Because I've followed the directions and read them over and over and over again, and now I'm just getting frustrated because
All right,
it's not.
so what? Don't be frustrated.
Okay, show us.
When you did your trial 1,
Mhm.
okay, when you opened the burette, what was the pH that you stopped?
When you open the barrette, the
At
pH
12.
was.
You said 12, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it says add drops slowly through the equivalence point until the pH reaches approximately 12. Then you click the stop button in the burette zoom view.
Yeah.
A data link icon will appear in the lab book.
Yeah.
You click that data link icon to open the view, and it says plot the first derivative of pH versus volume. So
Yeah, mine had 0.
Yeah, so it wouldn't be plotting one number.
Okay, so I'm gonna try it again and see if it gives me a different number.
Can you like demonstrate it or something? Because I'm seriously doing it over and over again, and it's giving me the same numbers.
Yeah, if you could please demonstrate it.
I don't know if you want me to do it, and I could show you if I'm doing.
Okay,
Yeah.
You do it because, like I said, sometimes I have problem getting it to obey me to pick up the
Professor,
the powder. So you do it. I watch. I'll get out of the share.
Okay.
You share yours.
All right, let's see if I can do this. I'm
Come on, Christiana. Come on, girl.
Christiana, you're gonna start over from the beginning.
Yes.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna start over with you too.
Now I don't want to reveal the trick, but if you do it over and it's not giving you a numbers you can plot, then you just use the data you have to do the average molarity.
Is it sharing?
No, not yet.
I can't see you.
I don't know how to do this right.
It's gonna be at the bottom of your screen. It's gonna say share.
Yeah, but it's like in my settings or something.
What?
Oh, wait, no.
I don't know. Mine's at the bottom.
When you click on share screen, it should give you like icons on what program you want to share. So you would click on the lab.
Okay, let me see if I Beyond Lab.
There you go.
Okay, wait, I think I found it.
It worked.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah.
See, yours is the same as mine.
This is what mine has been showing. And here, let me restart. I'm gonna exit out and everything. Can
Okay, yeah, exit out. Yeah.
I close it. Here, let me. Okay, so if I go a little fast, so even when I followed the directions, it said open lab book, so I thought that's where I messed up. So I just did that.
Wait, right there.
Yeah, it should do that.
You have to clear that.
Yeah. So then go open the beaker thing. Okay.
Yeah, you moving fast. Go ahead, girl.
Well, because I've done it 15, 20 I'm not even kidding. Like I'm like sweating over here, getting mad. Oh wait,
wait, you forgot to clear it. You
You
forgot
see
to do
how
it.
easy it obeyed you to pick up the sample. For me, sometimes he wouldn't even listen to me.
Okay, you might have to start it all the way over because I think that lab book, reads everything.
Dang it. I
You
messed
see, that's what I don't like. I don't like to start all over.
This happens to me every
Okay,
single
check your lab book.
Nothing.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you faster than me. Okay. Oh, you just have to press on that damn thing. Oops, excuse me.
I didn't know that either, Shantae. So.
She's good at it.
Oh
For
my
me, I could do that forever, and that thing is gonna be listening to me, and then just when I least expect it, it will do
Right. You're right.
Okay, and so now I'm gonna add water.
it.
Okay, you just put it close to it. You didn't. Okay.
Okay. Then press there. And then press. Wait, I'm gonna just do this.
Second from right.
Okay.
And press on.
Oh,
this.
I didn't put that in there. I was trying to find it. Okay.
It's not going. Wait, what the heck?
How do you get it?
Okay, there we go.
Okay.
How do you
Now
get it?
Oh, that's where I messed up at. Okay, my bad.
Okay, so now it's from acid to basics. It will be going up. Should.
Okay, and so now I'm pressing save.
Save.
Good.
And then
Oh, that's where I messed up at. I didn't put the.
That one you wait until it reach 12, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then we don't put the sodium OH to that yet after we reach the 12.
It's already in the burette.
Oh, okay. Because I did put it there manually as well.
Yeah, if after you use it, you can then add more.
Okay.
Oh man.
slow down real quick.
You know, did you see this color?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay, I don't want to go too fast now.
It's making music.
Mm-hmm.
It's for Shanti to dance.
That was a good one. I'm gonna dance right along with it. Give me some sleep. Almost there. Ooh.
All right. Good.
Okay. And then
Okay. Yeah.
You play stop.
okay, now look at my lab book. Here we go.
Okay.
Here it is. Same thing.
Oh, yep, you're right.
Why?
Did everything right.
Exactly, Professor.
Yeah,
Why?
right. Yep.
That's 100%. Oh, wow. Wow.
I don't understand.
Mm-hmm. You did everything right.
Yeah, it's all right. So that is kind of funny. So what you will do is to read the volume by yourself
Okay.
on the burette. So who did this titration? Is that Adriana? Who?
No, Christiana.
Christiana. All right. So since this is your screen, how much volume is in that burette if you were to read it yourself?
Let's see, 39, 1, 2, 3.
32.
No, you see 39 there, and the next big thing there is 40. So something that is on top should be 38.
Yeah.
So this is 38.5.
and
Oh,
a half, I think.
Yeah, 38 and a half. So it should be about 38 and 1.5, 2.5, and then 39 over here.
oh, right. I got it.
Okay, so you write that as the volume, but you see, I think there is something wrong with the reading because your pH is reading 12, but it is showing 4. So
Yeah.
you're gonna use that volume and the pH that is on the scale to do that calculation on on the table,
Oh,
the
the
mass,
first.
the volume, and the molarity.
If he has the times all three, or just two to get the molarity.
You say what?
So if she has the mass because she started off with that. She just got the volume, which is 30.
38.7 or something like that.
Yeah.
38.7.
Okay.
And then that's the mass. You're gonna change that mass to moles, which the molecular mass is given to you at the bottom of the page.
Yeah, I remember seeing that.
Mole is grams over molecular weight. Will give you the moles times the volume. Molarity is moles per volume in liter.
And that's the number 204.22.
Yeah.
Okay.
So actually, what would have happened if it cooperated is when you copy the data, you see where the volume that corresponds with the 12.
Mm-hmm.
But since it didn't cooperate, I'm not surprised. You read it off and use that volume to do the calculation.
Right. So when she would put the under volume, she'll put the one that is on the
Burette Zoom view.
yeah. And then she'll change the pH to 12.00.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And then don't worry about the conductivity.
We don't because we didn't even turn it on.
Right. Okay. So she just focused on the volume and the pH in her.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
In fact, it's not uncommon that the lab book wouldn't do anything. So you train your eyes now to read the Burette volume and the pH.
Right.
Thank you. I'm gonna stop sharing.
This is one thing that I'm going to write to the company and tell them that even I had that problem where sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't work.
Mm-hmm.
So they can go back to their program and take a look at it.
Okay. Well, thank you, Christiana.
Thank you.
Thank you, Christiana, for sharing your work.
Thank you. That was rough.
So now I know that everybody knows how to pick up the sample without having carpal tunnel syndrome.
Professor, I think a classmate is trying to get in. She says that she sees the screen that the host will let them in.
Oh, okay. All right. Rebecca.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, I have another question. I don't know if I was not paying attention when this was asked, but for the molecular weight, do we automatically fill that in for the third column, the 204.22, or is that's incorrect? That's wrong.
No, there is no space for it there.
Okay.
You have the mass, or the only things you have there is the mass that you weighed, the volume that you read,
Mhm.
and then the calculation of the molarity from the mass, the moles, and the volume.
Okay.
Professor, and the goal is to do this 5 times, correct?
It says at least 3 times.
Okay.
So if you're having fun, you can do it 5 times.
Nope, I'm good.
You gotta do it at least 3 times in order to be able to find the average.
Well, I tried 8 times just for the first trial, so I think I'm done over it.
Professor,
Yeah.
it's Shantae. I'm a little confused about what goes in the. I know probably twice people already said it, and then even I said it before of the third column. Can you explain one more time?
The molarity.
Yes.
So the molarity is defined for you, moles divided by liter.
So hold on, let me write it down because I'm a forgetful person. So it's moles divided by liter.
Yeah, volume in liter. Okay, so
Is
for
it volume
instance,
in liter?
in number 1, let's say you used
Mm-hmm.
2 grams.
Mm-hmm.
The moles of KHP then will be 2 grams divided by 204.22 grams per mole.
Okay, but you said the molarity divided by the volume per liter. So that's
That is the definition of molarity.
okay.
So you took the 2 grams divided by the
204.22 grams per mole.
Uh-huh.
You can do that mentally, or you punch it in your calculator. The grams will cancel out and you have mole.
Yeah.
And that mole then is what you're going to divide by the volume that you read from the Burette view in liters. See, is that simple? Or maybe straightforward?
Well, yeah, I got you when you said the 2 grams divided by the 204.22. The grams canceled out, so that gave you mole. But then you said you have to go back to volume in liters to divide those what you receive in mole and divide it with the volume that
in
in liters, right?
Yeah.
and then we get the molarity.
That is the column 3 there.
So after we divided whatever we got and then divided it by the volume in liters, then we get the molarity.
That's what it is.
Mm.
That's the definition he gave you there on that particular column. The only operation he did is dividing the mass by the molecular weight, and then dividing the mole by the
volume of liter.
volume in liter.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Welcome. Well, okay, good question, Jessica. When you are doing titration, the volume of water usually doesn't play any part in the reaction. It is just like the weight carrier. So the reaction you are balancing is the potassium hydrogen phthalate reacting with sodium hydroxide to give you sodium phthalate plus water. It's a neutralization reaction. And then you balance it. It looks like it is 1 to 1 to 1 to 1. And since you don't know the molecular formula of KPH, the phthalate, you just do the KPH or KHP. You're welcome.
Wow. Okay. So the same issue just happened for me on my computer. So what were the formulas you were
What issue?
where I was trying to record the volume and changing, I'm not sure, changing everything within the experiment just to even out the balance and bring the pH level up. And it didn't record anything. Mine was exactly like Christiana's.
Okay, what did we say we should do?
Yes, and that's what I'm trying to do to write it down.
Okay.
So can you say what you had told her so I can write it down, please?
You use the volume you read on that burette and the pH that you got, which should be about 12,
Okay.
and the mass that you used the mass and the molar mass of KHP to find the moles, and then you use the moles divided by the volume in liters, and you get the molarity.
Okay. To get molarity.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
So the KHP and the NOH are reacting on a one-to-one. So technically, the equivalent should translate to the same amount.
Professor, I know
Yeah.
this I'll be asking for too much to Shantae again. I'm trying to explain to my fellow what you call it?
Group members.
Colleagues, whatever, yeah. Group members, how to do what you said earlier about how to get the molarity. If you can just do a small problem on a piece of paper, it don't have to be the actual problem to show them what I'm saying. It might help a lot of people that are asking. I know it's asking for too much, but you can just make up some problems just to show them.
Or, you make up the problem or I make up the problem.
Well, it doesn't matter. You can. I don't. And I don't. I'm just. I try my best to explain, and my
Okay.
explaining is not doing justice. So
You actually, Shante, it's not much to explain. All right. So, for instance, theoretical, kind of mass of substance. Let's say it is 2 grams. Okay. Molar mass is 35.5. So
right.
mole of the substance will be 2 divided by 35.5.
Uh-huh.
And that will give you the number of moles, which will probably be 0.0 something.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so volume of titer, which is the volume used to titrate the thing, will be, let's say it is 20 mils. And 20 mils is equal to 0.020 liters.
Mm-hmm.
So molarity is mole divided by volume in liter.
Mm-hmm.
So this would then be the amount of mole you calculated divided by 0.020 liter. And that will give you the molar or molarity of the substance. Can you remember everything and write it down for them to see? Write it and share your screen.
I got it. It just the answer just looked like different, so that's why I was questioning. But I understood what.
Okay, so what do you mean by the answer looked like is different?
Well, there was just a lot of zeros, and I wasn't sure if that was right. So that's yeah.
Yeah, so you're dividing the molar mass is 204.22, and you have 1 gram or 2 grams. It should be a lot of zeros there.
Okay, good to know. Thank you.
Well, only reason why hers would be a lot of zeros, Professor, because when she did it, it was like 1.9. I can't remember the rest of it. It was not a. It was not.
Yeah,
like
whether you use 1.9 or 2.0, 2.5 or 3.0, if you divide that small number by such a big number as 204, you should get 00 something.
You heard him. You heard him, Christiana.
Yeah, I got it. Thank you.
Okay.
I appreciate it.
All right.
Mhm. Thank you, Professor.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Professor.
You're welcome. You did 5, so you add the 5, divide by 5. You're welcome. No, just plot 1.
Professor, I have a question. Professor?
I'm listening.
Oh, okay. On number 6, on the average molarity,
Uh-huh.
you divide by how many that you did, right? Say if you did 3, you divide it by 3. If you did 5, you divide it by 5.
You add the 3 and divide by 3.
Okay, so you add them up and then divide it by 3. Okay, yes. Okay. Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you, Professor. See you tomorrow.
Good tomorrow.
Okay, bye-bye.
Goodbye.